Yo, yo, this is a state of emergency. Check, check. I need all my Knicks fans right now to grab your jerseys, your popcorn, your sodas, whatever you gotta do to get ready for this game. I don't care if you're a cheerleader, an athlete, a couch potato. We're here to restore the field. Matter of fact, can you say it from New York what I say it from New York? Hey, yo, let's go now.
Hey, yo, I bring that New York energy. Talking 42nd Street. Alley hoop finger roll. Ain't nobody checking me. Crossover through the legs. Step back, hit a three. Still up in the hood, but got big baller tendencies. She just trying to get flued out to John Kennedy. Just to see the Knicks play. Make a couple memories. New York, if you ain't from here, don't pretend to be. And if you ain't rocking with the Knicks, you an enemy. Yeah, look at us. Whole city is wild. This is New York. Why y'all ever counted us out? Any game we attend, yeah, we taking it now. Fast break on the court, all up and down. Lead a garden in the pigsty. Yeah, we get it on this side. Bacon, egg, and cheese or the lobster milk with the ribeye. Either way, we winning the overtime if we get tired. Get it with the team, yeah, that's just something we live by. Hey, yo, first quarter in, we gon' turn it up. Gotta warm up first, then we taking it dub. By the third quarter in, no, they ain't catching up. Gotta stay in the lead before that shot clock buzz. If the Knicks get a win, we gon' do it again. Make the finals once before, we gon' do it again. Bounce back in the fourth, we gon' do it again. It's been a while since the chip, but we gon' do it again, yeah.
Yo, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Yo, put your hands up. If you from New York, put your hands up. Yo, look, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Look, put your hands up. Hey, yo, New York City, put your hands up. Sky, baby.
Yeah, I'm quiet right now because I have to preserve my voice because I just finished screaming all through my house. Welcome to the Church Guy Sports Show. I'm Bishop D'Lo. The fellas are here. They're backstage. I'm going to bring them up in just a moment. Do us a favor, like, share, tag, comment. Join the conversation tonight. We have a lot to unpack. We have a lot to talk about. And as a lifelong New York Knicks fan, no, I'm going to save that. I'm going to bring the fellas on. Bishop J. Mack, Bishop LB. Hold it.
No theme music.
No,
I'm not holding it.
Wait. Let him do the monologue.
Hold it.
Let him do the monologue.
Hold it. All day long, I've been sparring with Celtic fans. And
Bring it, D-Lo.
in fact, there was one in particular that I talked to on Overseer Jason Hendrickson's post with regards to this being just one game. And I was trying to get people to understand and see what Pat Riley said 30 years ago still holds true today. When you live and die by the three, it's fool's
gold.
Tonight, for the second straight game, there are orange and blue skies over Boston.
With a
New York Knicks
flight, with a flight headed towards New York.
And
no, Butler on a bridge. On a bridge. On a bridges.
On a bridge.
On a bridge. And we're going to get to all that in a second. But y'all...
You don't even get fly. We could take 95 straight there.
4 hours. 3.5 the way I drive.
George Washington Bridges.
three and a half hours on the George Washington bridges.
Keep going.
We're gonna get into that in just a second.
Wait,
But
I just want to know
I just
where are
want
the
y'all-
Boston fans with their brooms? Where are the Boston fans with their brooms? Where are the Boston
Knicks were only gonna
fans
get
with
one
the?
game.
We're gonna sweep New York.
Knicks and
Where are the
Celtics and
Boston
5.
fans? Who said it's only one
This is
game.
going.
Now Boston.
Go ahead, Al, because I'm about
Now
to do
Boston has to overcome a 0-2 deficit going into the Garden. That crowd.
They have to win 4 out of 5.
That's it, D-Lo.
They have to win 4
They
out
gotta
of
win 4
5
out of
with.
5.
They got to win 4 out of 5 games, with 3 of those games being in MSG.
3 of those games at the Garden.
And they're 6-0 on the road.
That was going to be my next point. But for all you Celtics people that are out
so
there,
what you're saying, Jay, is we can afford to lose one.
oh no, we can't afford it.
But we gotta put
I'm ready
their
to
foot
killer
on their
instinct.
Out
neck.
of here now.
Yes.
I'm ready to get them out of here
Killer
now.
instinct.
I'm ready to get them out of here now. Yes, absolutely.
And
Thank you, Willie Green. Oh, you ain't gonna find Jason Hendrickson on here tonight.
Let me say this. As I was walking from my den into my office so I could start this broadcast, Willie FaceTimed me. And I answered the call. Y'all know normally I get into show mode and I got nothing to say. I answered the phone and then Willie will corroborate this. I didn't say a word. I just smiled in the camera. And he said, I'm going to say something that I never thought I was going to say. The Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. And y'all know I'm crazy. I said, Willie, you need to come on the show and say that.
I want to know what Charles Barkley is saying.
Oh, he
I
hasn't.
don't care.
We're not gonna hear from them till they have. They talking now.
To
2 road
I really
wins
don't.
in Boston, fellas. 2 road wins in Boston. In Boston.
Wait, J-Mac. Okay, and y'all see the ticker at the bottom because I'm getting ready to change it. So y'all do that for me. Like, share, tag, and comment because I'm getting ready to change it. So y'all do that because I have to switch it to this because this will be up for the rest of the show.
Mel Senior, you got permission to celebrate. Yo, they going crazy in the comments, bro.
Yeah, let me get into these comments, right? Bucky, yo, orange and blue sky, Shelly, that's right.
Can I
Let's
say
go,
something?
Knicks, Overseer
Can I
Bullard.
say
Go ahead,
something?
go ahead. I'm gonna get these comments up. Go ahead.
Let me just be honest. Normally, when you're down by 20, especially our Knicks to Boston, normally I'm nervous. Tonight, I didn't have a nervous bone in my body.
Same here. I just kept saying, if we chip away, I said, if we get within 12 going into the fourth, we're going to win this game. It felt like the 90s. Remember in the 90s when the Knicks would fall behind? You said if they could just get it to 10 by the fourth quarter, we got this. That's what they're showing us. I don't know if our legends, along with Patrick Ewing, are in the ears of these players, but this team is different.
I said it to y'all. We got to start talking about JB in a different stratosphere, guys. I'm sorry. We got this dude. This dude has 7 points through 3 quarters. This dude has 7. Do y'all understand this?
10 points in the fourth, finished with 17 for the game. He shot horribly. He was 6
But
for
in
19
clutch
tonight.
time, in the
And he's not gonna have 2 bad games in a row.
We know that exactly. He does not have, and he's coming
gonna have
home.
2 bad games in a row.
And he's coming home.
And he didn't get hurt. Thank God, he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, because that was a foul that should have been called, but that's another conversation.
We'll get to that because they tried to take the game from us right there. But remember what I said, guys, in that
the three-pointer when he landed on his
on the three-pointer.
On his foot.
On his
That
foot.
should have been a call. But let me say this. Yes, it
Tell your
should have been a
brother.
call.
No one time.
But remember the clip that we played in our chat earlier, where Melo was like, "The notice has gone out. They not calling.
Yep,
The
that's true.
refs are not calling.
They're not called. But
The
Reggie,
league
but
is
even
looking
Reggie
for
Miller
notice,
said
the
it. You know,
notice
Reggie
went
is a
out.
Nick hater. Reggie was like, "Yo, you gotta protect the shooter there. You gotta protect the shooter."
You gotta protect the shooter.
That was
And
egregious.
so, while there wasn't no call there, I kind of understood, because it's like, yo, it wasn't no big free throw disparity. The whistles were swallowed today. The whistles were swallowed today, and the Knicks, yo, they
38-17
run
run to end that game.
At one point, they was on a 20-0 run.
21-2. 21-2.
21, yo, that's ridiculous.
Fellas,
that fourth quarter
remember what I put
crazy.
up in the chat? I said if the Knicks win, go back to what? That 8-0 run to end the third and drew them to within 12. I said go back.
12.
That 8-0 run.
Yes.
And Bridges had an 8-0 run, a 7-0 run, 8-7 run himself.
By himself. And that's when I said, get Bridges the ball.
And JB did it. And he did it.
JB did it. JB came on that court, and JB ran that
He facilitated
through Mikal Bridges, and they were not able to stop Mikal Bridges. And then here's the other thing JB did, and I'm gonna give him credit for. Then, even though Bridges had the hot hand, JB started using Bridges as a decoy.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
He started using him as a decoy, and when he started using him as a decoy, that's when JB hit that shot.
Wait a minute. Gotta give this credit too.
I gotta give credit to the coach.
Yes, that's where I'm going. You know, I'm going. He was about to pull Robinson out when they were doing Hacker Robinson.
And he stopped and said, "No,
let's get one. Let's get the fourth one.
Get that fourth one."
And then
because they want us to let him waste another foul.
And the dumb coach from Boston fell into the trap.
He fell right into it and fouled him. Okay, over the penalty. That's crazy.
When Tip sets you up, you in trouble.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If Tip's setting you up, you know you can't coach.
Somebody on the sideline said, "No, coach, wait."
But he pulled OG. He did it. That was a big play in that fourth quarter too.
Because OG was coming and he pulled OG back.
How about this, guys? Boston was up 12, but the building sensed that the Knicks was going to make that run. Remember what I said in the chat? They were up 12, but it was dead quiet in Boston Garden. It was dead quiet in there.
Oh, they knew.
Ooh.
It was dead silence up in there.
Oh, hallelujah.
Willie, check your text.
Where is Davey? Because I need Davey on the show right now.
Oh, we definitely need him.
I'm sure he's coming. But we got let me do what we do. We'll get back to going crazy in a minute. Got to give flowers to Karl Anthony Towns.
Yes.
21 points, 17 boards.
Yo.
Huge, including a huge putback during that run.
Yo. The and
Willie
one.
Green is joining
the and
us.
one.
Yep. A huge putback and one for us.
Yeah.
Can't say enough. Josh Hart 9 of 15. Josh shot the ball.
He shot the ball tonight, fellas.
We men of God. But I'm gonna say it the way I feel it. Josh shot the hell out of the ball tonight.
I can't wait to hear my man Willie Green is on the house.
Josh shot the heck out of the ball tonight.
Willie,
3
and I
of
know
6
it's
from
paining
3-ball
you.
range.
I know this is going to pain you, but I'm going to give you the floor.
Wait. I got to give Willie the full screen. Go ahead, Willie.
It's not going to pain me tonight. Number one, you know, as much as I try to troll the Knicks, I'm a basketball fan, and I'm a lover of good basketball. And the Knicks tonight, they impressed me because they were down. They were down, and they looked like they were about to get knocked out. And what they did between that third and fourth quarter, those 7 or 8 minutes between the end of the third and beginning of the fourth quarter, Mikal Bridges 14 points in 7 minutes. That was impressive.
With
And
JB on the bench, by the way.
Closer.
With JB on the bench, Bridges did that.
Mm-hmm.
With our closer on the bench.
The fourth quarter was impressive.
Very impressive. but you know, J-Mac, we've been saying it all season. In the non-JB minutes, Mikal has to be the focus of the offense.
Yeah.
He has to be. Yes, he's with your starters on the court, he's the fourth option. But if you're gonna play him with the second unit, he becomes your first option. And you gotta remember, this guy was the first option in Brooklyn. So it's not like he can't do it.
Yeah, he can't. Right, he can do it.
We
can do it.
Are.
And another thing that the Knicks took advantage of was the double switch, where they had Al Horford on the double
Kenny
switch.
was dancing.
He had Al Horford dancing at the top of the key.
Oh man!
And they continued to go to it. I'm like, where is the help? Where is Jason Tatum on the reverse action on the double switch? He did not come off of Josh Hart. That was supposed to be a switch off to his assignment, so he can be the defensive stopper. That didn't happen. They left Al Horford on the island, and Jalen Brunson went to work. You got to give the coach credit tonight. You got to
give the coach credit. He said, Derek White beat us.
Right.
Pritchard beat us.
Sure did.
Jalen Brown beat us. Because Jalen Brown is he's not that guy.
Yeah, missed 30-something 30, if I'm not mistaken, 35 or 36 threes in the last two games.
They were 10 for 40 tonight.
Oh my God.
So again, they
have taken 100 threes. They are at 25% for the series. And they are 25 for 100.
To make no excuses for them, because you don't care about that. If you send a wounded dog out there, you're supposed to go after him. Jalen Brown is injured. He's not himself. Mm-hmm. But if you send a wounded dog out there, y'all are supposed to see blood in the water and go after him.
Mikal in the fourth quarter picked them apart.
They went after him. And kudos to the Knicks. They went after him. And Jason Tatum.
Finally, a game plan I can live with.
You got to go after him. You see blood in the water, if you're a shark, you go after it.
That's right.
Listen.
And I will say this so Butler can hear me. Your Knicks are going to the finals because there's nobody else to stop them. If they get past Boston, which I believe they will, because Boston can't beat them 4 straight games. They're not going to beat them, and they're not going to beat them in 4 games. They can't win 4 games against these Knicks. Not these Knicks. Last year's Knicks, maybe.
One game at a time,
not
bro.
These Knicks. These Knicks have learned.
Yeah, I just want to get the game of 3.
One game at a time.
Yeah.
The motto for our team right now is we gonna bury the last game as fast as possible.
Right.
And the next game it's 0-0. That's what Jalen said. That's what Josh said. Josh said we're gonna get rid of the last game as quick as possible. The next game is 0-0. We going into that game like it's tied.
Come on, audio.
In most of those situations, when did you feel like he was really somebody who you trusted guarding perimeter players out
About
there?
4 years ago.
was there, because early in his career he
Well, the first thing
you talking about
he's
Mitch.
got great feet and anticipation. So I think the challenge was when we first got here was he's really got it's not only his defense, but he's very disciplined. And I think that was probably the piece, like for most young players. Once you got to know the players better, and then learning how to become the second jumper, I think all those things helped eliminate, the reckless fouls. And he's a huge factor. He's a hard guy to score over. So even if you score over,
the hacker Mitch didn't work tonight.
It's going to be a tough shot.
Not tonight.
And so I think he's learned that. He doesn't whack down anymore. Those cheap fouls are gone.
And the Knicks stayed out of the penalty the whole second half. That's impressive.
Yeah, I was gonna say this game was very fast in the way it was played. Not a lot of free throws being taken.
Talk about offense.
Yo, who is this guy in the chat?
Runs as well. You also go on rebounding runs. You'll see guys.
This guy.
They have.
Who
is
he?
Josh is a prime example. All of a sudden, he has 2 or 3 rebounds.
Who is this idiot?
4 or 5 in a row.
I don't know. We're not paying that no mind.
It's like making shots.
What did he say? I can't see it.
So I think
who is this?
It don't even matter.
Who is this uncircumcised Philistine?
It's all right. He gone. It's all right. He gone.
Mikal with timely baskets. Jalen with.
It don't even matter. He gone.
Josh with his hustle. Mitch all over the floor. Switching, guarding, great impact. but that's a team working together.
Yeah, Noah, he coached tonight. Tibbs coached like his job depended on it tonight.
He coached like he want to stay.
The players are playing for him like they want him to stay.
And
Let's
they
put
are
it like that.
for him as well.
They're playing for him, but I think that also ties
Well,
into
not
it. If he
necessarily. I
shows
think
some
a
trust
premium
in
has
like
been
in
put
a
on
guy
long
again,
wings in the
JB
league,
changing that
you know,
play
so
on that last
in
play in
versatility,
Detroit,
so guys
and
can
them
guard
go rolling
2,
with
3,
it.
4,
They said, "Oh,
and even
coach is listening now.
point
All
guards.
right, let's go rock."
That
So
non-substitution of
they were good
OG for
players
Mitch
and
was
they
a
could,
pivotal point in the
make us
game.
better.
Huge.
That's
And I
what we
think
said,
Durant
yep.
At that position.
And
at
how
the
about
wing
who
position
closed
is
the game
huge,
again?
because you're asking guys
Mikal
to get
Bridges.
5 out to get
Defensive
in, protect
play
the paint, but
in
also
the corner.
to get out and cover
Block
the
from
line.
behind.
And then when the ball gets shot,
But it was
to
double
also
coverage, so
rebound.
I think Jason
the length
didn't
is
have any other
very
alternative but to take the
important.
shot because
He
there
had
was nobody
to.
open.
And
He had to.
just
I mean,
having the
everybody knew
versatility
he
to
was
play 2,
taking
3,
that
and
shot.
4,
Nobody else was taking
but
that
it
shot.
also allows you to
They
do
weren't
do a
kicking
lot
that to
more.
anybody.
Donald Corey Ballard.
Coach,
Go Clippers.
There was a double decoy to try to
Wow,
get that
really?
straight line. There was a double decoy to try to get that straight line play like they did the first time on the first out of
Yeah, it
bounds
didn't
play.
work
It
this
didn't
time.
work
They
this time.
played it perfectly.
Yeah.
Knicks played it perfectly the second
They
time.
pushed them far. They
The
pushed them right to the
transition
left.
and the pace are like his
Yep.
strengths. And then
And Mitch was,
real
and again,
clever.
like
He
Tibbs just
plays
said,
a
Mitch
lot
was able to
bigger than his
recover and
size.
get over there to contest. And
So
Mikal was
the
already waiting
rebounding,
over
but
there
also
to get that
the
block from
finishing
behind.
ability and
But-
getting
but-
inside.
but Willie-
Some credit too, man. He had some
But
quality
then
minutes tonight.
He's worked a lot
Willie,
on shooting.
I was
Yeah.
saying this
He's
at the
not
end of the
hesitate
third
to
quarter.
fly.
It was so
But I
quiet
think
in
that's
Boston,
huge
you would
for
think the
him.
Knicks had tied it up
Particularly
already. They were
if
up by
you don't
12 and the
overcommit,
crowd was
you gotta
silent.
trust the pass,
Yeah, because the
trust
Celtics
each
were out
other,
of gas, and they
trust
knew
your
it.
teammates, and
They were out of
you're
gas.
gonna have an advantage on the backside when you.
Wow.
And it always proves
There's
itself,
advantages in other
especially
areas.
against the
So,
champion.
same thing.
It's
Carl
hard
gets double
being
teamed all
the
time.
hunted
Jalen gets
because you're
double teamed
always
all
going
the
to be
time.
hunted.
Just
You're the
trust each
champions.
other,
You're going to be hunted.
Make the right
And
play.
for a team
and
that's
it's usually
hungry,
the second pass against the
they
play
playing with house like
or
the Knicks. Literally
the
to this
double
point
team
right
or
now
close
has
is
been
gonna
playing
be
with
House
house.
money.
They play with house money. And you cannot give a team that's down 20 any type of life. Deuce gave them quality minutes. Mitch gave them quality minutes. Mikal gave them superb minutes in the fourth quarter.
Willie,
without
Willie,
the score getting over 20 points tonight.
Willie, that
This
8-0
comment by
run,
Bishop-
that 8-0 run to end the third quarter was huge, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, to go into the third quarter only down 12 instead of down 18 or 20 was such a confidence
That was the game
booster.
because it let them know we can get this game.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Cat some kudos, some flowers tonight too. Double
played well.
where it was needed. He needed to play
Yeah.
well tonight, and he did. So
He imposed his will early, laid back, let the other players do what they needed to do, and became the best role player, one of the best role players late in the game. Got in there, rebounded. He moved them puppies to keep them off the 3-point line. Great job by Cat.
it was definitely, especially on the offensive glass.
But this comment by Bishop Woodall is so. This is it right here. How do you lose a game in 8 to 9 minutes? Totally the coach's fault.
Bro, Mazzulla never called a timeout. Y'all do realize that.
He never made
Didn't call
any
a timeout.
he made
nothing.
one substitution.
No substitution. No
One.
adjustments. Nothing.
He made one
And
substitution.
they kept letting Derek White shoot it, but they knew Derek was tired. Listen, I know he took the charge on OG, which was a nasty dunk.
Right.
But that thing took the wind out of that guy after that point. He hit one shot after that. After that, Derek White was a non-factor.
Jaylen Brown was a non-factor tonight. Porzingis was he was non-existent tonight.
JB took that charge on him. That ended his night.
Right.
It was a team effort, guys. I mean,
I was sitting here and I'm looking at this and I'm actually sitting here rooting for them to beat Boston tonight because it looks like Boston didn't have any oomph in that fourth quarter. I said this game's about to be really, really close. And when they cut it to 7 and when they cut it to 9 in the third quarter, I said, yeah, this is going to be a nail biter tonight because your top scorer hadn't even got over 15 points before the fourth quarter, and the Knicks were 7 points down. That's a problem. And then you let the very man that their Iron Man go off. That's
Mikal Bridges just caught fire.
Recipe for success.
Mikal Bridges caught fire. He absolutely kept us afloat in that
they're
third.
They're going to have to continue that in the Garden, because if they can get JB rest like that, he's going to be an assassin. He's going to be a killer in those last 4 minutes of the game. That's what they need. In order for them to win this series, they're going to have to continue that formula. First of all, they got to get a lead. Playing from behind is not going to be in their favor going into the Garden, especially with a team that plays on the road well like Boston. So you can't just say they're out just like that, like Butler said earlier. You got to take one game at a time. But if you got a team down 0-2, Game 3 is a must-win for the Knicks. Not a must-win for Boston. It's a must-win for them.
Listen, let me tell you this too.
Take their heart. Take their heart and
take their gotta go for the jugular.
Take their heart. Because this ain't Red Sox. This ain't Red Sox Yankees.
I thought about it, but I didn't want to say it.
We go up 3-0. This ain't Red Sox Yankees.
No, you gotta put them away. You gotta put them away.
You gotta put them away. And you get Game 3. You got 4 games to put them away. Put them away.
One thing about the Celtics is that they didn't make any adjustments because they felt they didn't have to.
They felt that they didn't have to because they depended and leaning on that 3. And let me tell you.
But they did make adjustments, though. They drove the ball a lot more, but they didn't anticipate the reaction. They didn't anticipate the force inside. They didn't think that the Knicks was going to meet them there.
Jay. Jaylen Brown was forcing it into the paint. The rest of them was watching him.
They were
still chucking up those threes. Right. We guarded the perimeter. We shut that perimeter down tonight.
And you made that call tonight on the chat today in the chat too. That's what the Knicks needed to do, and they did a great job tonight.
They shut the perimeter down tonight. They got a lot of turnovers. They was taking the ball from them a lot tonight.
Yes.
Because at the point that you take away the 3-point shot from them, their first thought is not to put it or throw it inside. They're not thinking that. They're thinking, let me get it to whoever can shoot.
Right. Listen, I want to just give a shout out to JB Bickerstaff. Thank you.
You prepared us.
Thank you.
Detroit basketball.
Thank you, Detroit basketball. Thank you. Because
you woke up a beast.
We know how to close out close games. And we have been closing out close games. And we're 6-0 on the road. This has never happened with the Knicks ever. 6-0 in the playoffs on the road.
6-0 on the road.
That's big.
6-0.
That's big. That's big. That means we're not even worried about your crowd. We're not worried about
Absolutely.
Tim's got to make more.
Oh no, there's still more adjustments to be made, and the Knicks have to stop getting off the slow starts.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think he said that at halftime.
He did. Tim said that at halftime. He said we got to stop getting off the slow start.
Slow start. It kind of it killed us. But now the players could be probably deliberately doing that because they have this inkling that we can charge through here between the middle of the third quarter going into the fourth quarter. That don't always work. That don't always pan out.
But exactly. But I look at it this way: if you play with that energy from the starter games, you're up 20 at halftime.
Right. But this is the thing I'm gonna say too. I think Boston, being that they're down 0-2, they're a wounded dog. I think they're gonna be very frightened to go into that Garden because that Garden's gonna be ready to chop their head off.
Oh no.
Oh, I said it. I said it last show.
It's crazy inside. It's crazy outside. They bus ain't gonna be able to get through 34th Street.
Yo, me and Butler was up
32, so I know how it is over there.
Listen, me and Butler was up there last year for the playoff run. We would be at the bar and then go over to the Garden for the party. And I'm telling you, it's like they let out the asylum off of a Knicks win over there.
It's
worse. They're going to have to shut down Midtown on Saturday.
When you go over there during the playoffs, first of all, the people are outside that were not in the game.
Right. That's it.
Right.
It's thousands upon thousands of people outside that was not in the game. Then
Oklahoma City up 20 in the first quarter.
Yeah, 30-11.
Then the people
33-13
out.
Oklahoma City is looking up and seeing all of the top seeds are going down and like, oh no, we can't have that. Listen.
When's the next game? When's game 3?
Saturday.
This is what I wanted to say.
I'm going to the ball.
Time is the time is out for that game. Midtown's gonna have to be shut down Saturday afternoon. That game tips at 3:30.
I see my wife in the comments. Don't you even try it, okay, overseer? Yes.
I'm going.
And I had and when I was there, I had a Shirley Temple.
He had a Shirley Temple.
We had ginger ales, chicken fingers, and
mozzarella sticks.
And mozzarella sticks. And those are some great mozzarella sticks, by the way.
Do you understand how crowded Midtown will be on Saturday afternoon? Because it's nuts now at night.
It's a day game.
This game is at 3:30.
Oh my God.
On Saturday.
That's ABC.
This is the 3:30 game on Saturday.
ABC
yes.
It's the ABC game. Yep, that's the ABC game. It's at 3:30 on Saturday.
They putting this game on in the daytime?
Mm-hmm. Don't let the Knicks win this game on let the Knicks win this game.
They're going to shut down
this game on Saturday. The city has to shut down. It has to.
Bishop D'Lo. And Butler could attest to this. I didn't see no police out there when we were there. I didn't see no cops out there.
It's a safe
Jamel Clark, who is a police officer, just said that they're dispatching more police to the city right now.
Yeah, they may have because we down 0-2. They definitely
because
we up 0-2.
No, this is what they're doing right now.
We up 2-0.
We up 2-0.
We up 2-0. This right here is house money. Oh man, that's crazy. Where's your man at? Where's the green machine at? Where's the green machine at, yo?
Oh, you ain't hearing nothing from none of these Boston fans now. All before was Nixon, Celtics in 5. Celtics in 5. They ain't gonna get another game. Oh, and he said, wait. He said, oh, you know what happens after a Celtic loss. You know how we do. Yeah, we know how y'all do. Y'all wet the bed.
Beat again.
Y'all wet the bed.
In the words of Reggie Miller, who I hate.
Yes. So far.
Overseer Kennard, yes. Tonight, the Knicks did show a championship pedigree. And listen, Missoula is all the. If you notice, if you follow the show, which I know you do, y'all know all season long we was trolling Tibbs and people kept asking, who do we want? Notice Joe Mazzulla's name never came up. I've never thought Mazzulla was a good coach. He lucked his way into a championship last year. He lucked his way into a championship because everybody in the league was hurt, and the Celtics are being exposed now.
Hold on. You know what I want to do? Let me see.
Can I respectfully disagree just a little bit?
Sure, absolutely.
I think Mazzulla,
I don't take any disrespect to it.
I think he was already in a culture that he was already cultivated in, and knowing how the ins and outs of that team was already put together. So I think he just
correct because he was an assistant under Udoka.
I think he kind of held on to what Ime's philosophy was, and he ran with a little bit of his own. So I think they were already set up to win. They were already set up to win.
Were. I agree. Because I think they were good. I agree with you, Willie. Because I
think
that they were going to win with Ime.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you won't be.
Lord, he done called his wife.
You will not.
He done called the wife.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. You guys deserve it. Do well. Run well.
Don't complicate. Don't congratulate us. Goodbye. See you when you go home. Goodbye. Bye.
Tell her you love her.
No.
No. Unbelievable.
She's a green demon.
Pierre, you're right. Listen, the OG and Bridges were brought here for these moments.
That's what it was about.
They were brought here to shut down the opposing team's best scorers when it was time to. And what did we see again tonight? Jason Tatum, 5 for 19, 13 points.
Yes, he had him up.
He had 14 rebounds, yes. I mean, Jaylen Brown had 20 points, but Jaylen Brown was 8 of 23. Derek White was 6 for 17. Al Horford, 2 of 11. Peyton Pritchard, 3 for 9. Celtics shot 36% from.
I'm calling out everybody tonight. 3. What's that? Okay, what's that other dude that be over there on Jason Page? What's his name? Kyle. Is that his name? Where he at?
They picked a bad series to go. They picked a bad series to not shoot well.
But hold on. Let me get this out, because I was saying earlier, I got into it with a brother. I got into it with Kyle on.
Jesse, I don't want to hear it. Go on back to Atlanta. We don't want to hear you. Go on back.
I got into it with him this morning, and I was trying to get him to understand that the law of averages. Listen, I got a degree in business, so math is my strong suit. The law of averages says this, that even though you may have a great shooting night one night or a horrible shooting night one night, over the course of time, it averages out. Yes, they won last year shooting threes, because that was his point. Well, they won last year shooting threes. I said that will never happen again, because it has to even out. It's the law of averages. And I had to give him a stat that J-Mac loves when I give stats like this. Over the last 25 years, that is 2000 to 2025, in the year 2000, the average, with less three-point shooters, the average shooting percentage from three in the NBA was 36%. You want to know what that average is today? 36.2%. The law... 25 years, it hasn't changed. Yeah. It always balances out. And this is why these analytics that say that the three-point shot, it's a higher percent, it's a better shot. It's not. You have to be on a heater or get nothing but wide. Yes, I do agree that if you get a bunch of wide open looks, that's what's going to happen. And the Knicks were terrible defending the three. But now that they've decided to defend it, you're seeing it even out for Boston. That first game of the year, we didn't defend the three at all, and they murdered us from three.
That's why I couldn't understand why nobody gave that you put so much emphasis on the regular season. We've been on both sides of that over the years, where we didn't beat Chicago all year. We got to the playoffs and took them to 7 games. I remember that year. I remember we took them to 7 with a Jordan Bulls team. Because you can't. It's a different season. Teams are not going to let you do what you did in a year.
What was that last comment about we all ball players? What was that last one?
Bishop Woodall said we all ball players. Well, the fact that the players were out of it mentally and they were up 12 shows fear. I mean, we said that after game 1 that I wouldn't call it fear, Bishop Woodall, but they're tight.
They're tight.
They are definitely tight. I don't think they fear the Knicks. I'm not gonna go that far. I don't think they fear the Knicks.
Can I say?
But I do believe that they are definitely tight. Yes, but Jimmy.
Drew, don't respond to him. We blocked him. His thing don't even show up in the chat.
Yeah,
so you don't even gotta acknowledge him.
He can stay in the chat. Yeah, don't acknowledge none of his nonsense. Whoever that person is.
Oh God, man, Davey Wright.
Dave, get in the show, bro. We waiting on you.
What are you doing in the comments? This is second night in a row.
And get on the show.
Second night in a row you doing this. Get on here.
What are we doing? Get in here.
The restream is rocking tonight. Everybody in here.
Listen. I'm gonna say this. I agree with Butler. We focusing on game 3. I'm not making no predictions.
Right, and this is what I'm saying. I'm staying even. I'm not jumping on nobody's post. I'm not trolling nobody. I'm chilling. I will go in once we are officially in the ECF. We got 2 more games to win.
2 more.
We got 2 more.
And
games.
right now we're focused on game 3. The next.
I'm gonna be like my captain. Listen, we're gonna celebrate this one tonight. We get ready for Saturday tomorrow. Let's go.
My captain. They asked my captain what he thought about the 40 predictions. And do you have anything to say to that?
Yo, cold-blooded.
No. No long answer.
Cold-blooded.
No.
No. That was the whole answer. No. There's no, David, right? We're not talking about tips for president. Absolutely not.
Tips for president.
No tips for president.
Wait, man, will you click the link and get in here?
Oh, my God.
Well, he's driving. He said. Oh, but he did say Knicks in 4. At this point, it might be. We'll find out Saturday.
We'll
find out if they go
And how about this?
Saturday.
They're killing Missoula. They're killing Missoula right now for not calling that timeout with 12 seconds left. That he went ahead and let Tatum go ahead and go down the floor and take that shot. They're killing him right now for not calling that timeout.
I don't think I have a problem with that play. You trust your team with that?
Yeah, somebody's mic is a little warbly. Let me just figure out who mic that is. Willie, start talking.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that play. You want to
that might be Willie's mic. Hold on one
championship with
second.
this squad. You go with your game. You go with your guy, and you let the chips fall where they may. And it's happened 2 games in a row, so it's not like they haven't been in these scenarios before in other tough games or high stake games. Just a different team in front
Listen,
of that's ready to play.
I know they're killing him for it, but I kind of agree with Willie there because in that moment, I think Missoula knew his team was tight. And I think he felt like just going would allow them to try to play a little looser and freer. The Knicks were just ready for what they were planning to do, and they defended it perfectly. Don't get me wrong. And Willie, you know this. Tatum got to his spot.
Yeah.
Knicks just made a better defensive play. He got to his spot. He got there. But the Knicks defense was just too good.
The Knicks defense collapsed on Tatum all game.
But
they did not. They did not.
The man-to-man defense that the Knicks played tonight, except for that drop zone they played in the second quarter where they got 8 up.
Yeah.
On a 11
I think Cat was tired, and that was one of the things because I noticed that was on those plays that he wasn't moving his feet. Right. He moved his feet all game except for that sequence. You're right. You're absolutely right. He moved his feet the entire game except for that sequence where they got beat on drop coverage 2 or 3 plays in a row. And I was like, Cat, come on. And I'm like, come on, coach. Get him out of there. Get Mitch into the game here. Right. Let him get a blow because clearly he can't move right now. Right. He needs a minute.
Yo,
and as a coach, you got to see that.
There are 2 people that I haven't seen on. There's 2 people I haven't seen on Facebook tonight yet. 2 people, and they have not stuck their foot in the water. I've been looking. I ain't seen neither one of them. It's a male and a female. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Posted, it's quiet on here.
It's quiet through here. I've been waiting. I ain't seen nothing.
It's a Catholic church tonight on Facebook.
It's a Catholic church.
They in conclave.
They waiting for the black smoke.
They waiting for the smoke. Well, they should come on out because the smoke came. His name was Mikal Bridges.
Here go my wife. Here go my wife in the comments. See, what do you mean?
His wife shaped it. She said this win has shaped her whole night.
You better believe it.
Well, wait a minute.
This is a time.
Listen, Drew. You keep calling for him. He's not coming. He's not showing up.
He's not coming.
This dude ain't showing up. You can forget it. He's not
Gerard.
coming.
It's very quiet.
And he's one of them that I'm looking for. But there's a certain female I'm looking for. Good game. I'm waiting for good game. That's what I'm waiting on.
It's the New York Public Library on Facebook.
I want good game. I want good game.
Yeah.
Conclave.com.
Yeah, they don't even know that we won because in the conclave
because they're in conclave. They shut in. They locked away.
All outside connection is off.
Until that smoke go up, nobody's allowed out
and everything. So they're in conclave because they don't even know that we won the game. That's what it is.
They know. Don't you dare lie for them. They know.
Well, they're in conclave putting their vote in. They silent vote.
They in conclave. Yeah.
All these false prophets. The Knicks ain't winning another game. All these false prophets. Where are you? Where art thou?
I love this. I love this energy, J-Back. I love it.
That one.
But I want to know where they at. Where's all these posts? Put up all these emojis. Where's everything?
Jaylen Brown, James Brown, Hash Brown, Knicks in 4.
Ooh.
I'm
not even 5 no more. Knicks in 4.
I'm not going.
But no, you got to change it up. It's James Brown, Jaylen Brown, Hash Brown.
Hash Brown.
Somebody say coach's contract extension loading up.
Knicks in 5.
Listen, Tibbs is coaching like he trying to stay. I'm not mad at him.
Even if he wins the championship, they getting rid of him.
But D-Lo, can I say this? Can I say this?
Of course.
And this is a repeat of what we said. Can we stop with the Mikal Bridges hate now? Can we please stop it?
I'm not even sharing any energy with that.
Right, I agree. I agree with you. Yes, I saw that one on Facebook. Yes.
This is what it looks like. Our Timbs are stomping all over that Celtic logo right now.
That's Lucky. That's Lucky.
Oh, man.
His name is Lucky.
Those Timbs need to be orange and blue then.
They're all over that Celtic logo right now.
Oh, man.
Yo, where is Jason Hendrickson, man? And I'm not gonna call the other name, but where is she at? Where's she at?
Good game. We're not gonna go. We're not going that far, Sam. Said my boy Sam Jennings said, when the Knicks go to the ECF, or y'all Bishops go put the Knicks logo on your tippet. No, we're not going that far.
Can't do that.
We're not going that far. Now, I might wear my Jalen Brunson under my clergy. I might do that. I might throw on my Jalen Brunson jersey underneath my garments.
Okay,
but we're not putting the logo on the tippet. No. What'd you say, Drew? Drew said Jason Hendricks is doing a benefit concert for Spreewell. You are nuts.
This is just crazy, man. That everybody that was talking, I mean, when we lose, we step right here. We here. When we win or lose, we here. This just goes to show you what we've always said. They not true ballers, guys. They not true ballers. We said
this is why.
Listen, my Lakers got bounced. I'm right here.
No, we ain't talking about you, Willie.
No, not you.
We ain't talking about you.
I'm just making it clear. My Lakers got bounced.
You know, we respect your takes because you
may
have a difference of opinion, but it's usually rooted in stats and facts.
These people that talk about I was a
other people.
I was a Knicks fan.
Other people.
Now I'm a Boston fan. I used to root for the Knicks. Now I don't. Now I'm over here with the winner. This is what I'm talking about right here. You can't
you have those who don't root for teams but root for a player as long as he's wearing a uniform.
And rooting for colors. This is what we said last year and the year before. And this is why we say what we say right here. And y'all the way. I'm going to blame y'all. I'm going to blame the people.
How can you call yourself a New Yorker and root for any Boston team?
Butler
been saying that forever.
Butler, I'm going to blame the people. How can you call
yourself a New Yorker and root for any Boston
team? Because they go over there and give that crap airplay.
They're going to hate me because I'm a New England Patriot fan. I'm sorry.
They give that guy they give those people airplay.
You a Bill Belichick. You was a Belichick and Brady fan.
Am I wrong, Butler? I'm not lying. They go over there and give these people airplay. It's y'all fault.
Why is everybody calling out Jason?
Y'all do know why they calling him out.
Of course I know why, but I gotta troll.
Yeah,
I don't mind trolling. I don't mind trolling Jason, but I ain't saying nothing else to nobody.
I'm not saying a word. I'm
not saying nothing to nobody else.
Let me tell you,
you can't do that tonight because Jason's probably home punching that Boston Celtics pillow.
I was in rehearsal. I was in rehearsal.
You told me, yeah.
Monday night.
And while I was in rehearsal Monday night, we were watching the game on an iPad. Me, Bishop Jeffrey White, who has not started watching sports until he started watching our show.
Yes.
Wow.
Me, Bishop Jeffrey
Shout
White,
out to Bishop Jeffrey
and
White.
Bishop Delbert Dove
Pastor Trey McGinnis
was watching the game. And while we were watching the game, Overseer Hendrickson was sitting in the back of the sanctuary. When that clock ran down and we won that game, I looked at him and said, it ain't even worth it. I just looked at him. I just looked and was like, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say a word. I'm not gonna troll him. I'm not going to say a word. Because watch what I say to y'all if I be a prophet of God. If the Knicks go to the Eastern Conference Finals, he will be wearing a Knick hat. He will be screaming, let's go Knicks. I can guarantee you that. And that's all I'm going to say about the great overseer in the world.
Okay, I got to ask a question to the Knicks aficionados here. What is the key to Game 3 if the Knicks want to go up 3-0?
Come out and punch him in the mouth.
Fast start.
You have to get out to a quick start and kill any kind of confidence that they may think they have being the defender, because you have the defending champs on the ropes.
Yeah.
If you come out strong in Game 3, you show firstly that Games 1 and 2 were not a fluke, and you're in your building. The Garden is already going to be rocking. The building will be shaking if the Knicks go up 20 early in that game.
We need a Chicago Bulls-like introduction. We need to turn all the lights out in the Garden, and we need to let the crowd go completely crazy from the very beginning of the game.
Oh, that's going to happen.
From the very beginning of the game, we need to. It's
got to be 1994 all over again.
It's got to be 94.
It's got to be 94. Where they just turn the lights out and let's go.
We need to have as many former Knicks on the sideline.
Oh, you know that.
They're gonna be there. That's what I'm saying.
Let me put it to you, a stat that you guys, of course, will love. Y'all know I love my statistics. So, going into the series, Game 3 tickets on the aftermarket, StubHub, and all those, and the Ticketmaster sales. This is before Game 1 was played. Game 3 tickets at the Garden had already ballooned to about $150 to $200 for the 400 section. Those of us who've been in the Garden know that's the nosebleeds. 400 section was almost $200.
Heaven.
Yeah, heaven, right. It was almost, the 400 section was almost $200 before Game 1. After Game 1, it jumped to $350. I looked at it, and I was looking at it, and I looked at Charmaine as I was reading it, and I said, if they win Game 2, these tickets in the nosebleeds is going to be about $1,000. I haven't checked yet, but I'm sure when I go look tomorrow morning, I will let y'all know in the chat. I'm sure it's going to be 500 and better.
I agree with that.
For the 400 section.
Yes.
It's going to be nuts.
I don't own the rights to this.
Oh, wait. Willie, we lost you.
Yeah.
Like Chuck from T. Them nosebleeds going.
It's going to be crazy. Okay, that's good. Yes, stay out of trouble. Ted Simpson, get Cat established early. I agree. Pierre says contain the pick and roll that Boston was running and continue to. I mean, they contained the pick and roll except for that, like Willie pointed out, that stretch in the second quarter where Cat was gassed. Except for that, they defended the pick and roll. They have run Boston off the 3-point line. The only person who I saw in Boston who was actually trying to attack, kudos to him, was Jaylen Brown. He just don't have it, because I agree. I don't think he's healthy.
But even with Jaylen Brown healthy, he's never been the one that scared me. He's never been the one that I feared out of those two guys. Even when he was healthy, Jaylen Brown wasn't the guy that I was nervous about. Never. I never was nervous about it.
Right. It's always Tatum.
Yes.
It's Tatum and Porzingis. Those are the guys you worry about. Tatum and Porzingis.
Yeah, I've never been nervous about Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown he had his moment last year in the finals, but he will never be. He's not that guy.
He's not.
He just has not been. I won't say he's not. He has not been that guy up to this point.
I want to know what Paul Pierce is sharing right now.
Oh no! I don't want to hear nothing from Paul Pierce until when we win this series. I'm gonna be on every social media @ing Paul Pierce for like a day.
Paul Pierce said that he could give him good.
I'm gonna be making videos on TikTok going after Paul Pierce.
I don't have
tagging him in them.
I don't have an orange cassock. I'm not even sure if those exist.
No, he said make Hendrickson wear.
He
an
said
orange
make the
cassock
overseer
with a
wear.
blue cross.
If he try to come back talking about go Knicks, that's what he's saying.
y'all should make him.
Oh no.
All things orange and blue.
If the Knicks are able to close out this series, which we believe that they will at this point, but when they close it out, all applications to come back are closed. we're not receiving, the doors of the church are closed at that point. We're not receiving anybody back. We're not.
This is a rapture church. You've been left behind.
Yes, we caught up. That's it.
No rumor.
We know Paul Pierce has been a hater his entire career. The only thing he would admit was Melo used to get in his tail.
Okay,
that's the only thing he would admit.
OKC up 29.
Listen. I don't know what their coach said to them, but they came out like we're not dropping this game, and but they did go up 20 in game 1 as well. So. Again, Denver has a way of chipping back in. If Denver can get back in control of this game or get themselves back under control, they may chip away. I don't see it happening tonight. And again, after what happened in Cleveland last night and what happened again tonight in Boston, I think the higher seed teams are like, no, we got to go out here and put our foot on these teams next, because if we let them hang around, they might beat us.
I'm still taking it one game at a time, but y'all do realize if the Knicks go to the Eastern Conference Finals, they have home court in that round.
That is correct. Well, that is assuming that Cleveland does not. Again, that series is 2-0 as well, going to Indiana. But again, even with that, Indiana has handled Cleveland well all season long, because they can. People forget Indiana can match Cleveland's size.
Let me say this. I don't want to jump ahead. I do not want to jump ahead.
Right.
But if this is what it is, I want Indiana because we healthy this year.
We owe them.
But so are they, Butler.
They was healthy last year.
But I gotta say this, fellas.
The only person they were missing last year was Mathurin.
Wait. Willie,
they were only missing Mathurin last year.
Don't backtrack now. You already said we go into the finals. So
all I said was that they are healthy too. That's all I said.
Right, but last year all they were missing last year was Mathurin.
That's it.
Listen,
I want to say Indiana's healthy. I
want to say this.
I truly think the Knicks are going to go to the finals. If they get through this series right here, there's nothing that can really stop them. Except
Indiana still can't guard. Yeah, because Indiana still don't guard anybody.
That don't happen. That's all I'm
saying.
Let
me say this.
Bishop Heflin is still upset about last night. I was talking to Bishop Heflin last night during that game, during that Cleveland Indiana game.
Nah, like, they got cheated. Cleveland got comfortable.
How you get cheated when you made bonehead plays, not boxing out, watching guys fly to the basket, getting their tip dunks and all that? How you got cheated?
Nah, Cleveland lost that game.
Box out.
Yeah, but you can't use that as an excuse about the walking winning when you up 20 plus.
All the team, box out.
You dominated all night until the final 5 minutes of the game. Y'all dominated.
Why is your shortest?
They did. They really dominated most of the game.
Why is your worst player? Why is your worst passer inbounding basketball? Max Strus is horrible on inbounds plays. He's proven it in Miami. He proved it here in Cleveland. Why would you have him inbounding the basketball?
I gotta say this about Halliburton. He is using that most overrated player label.
He's that guy, bro. I've been saying this since last year.
He's using that label. You know, he got voted by his peers as the most overrated player in the NBA.
The players in the league.
Hold on. Tyrese Halliburton was Mr. Basketball in Indiana.
Okay.
Sacramento made a big goof mistake by not keeping him.
I agree.
They let Indiana literally steal him for Samantas Sabonis. They stole him because they knew what was in that guy. Indiana needed the head of a snake in order for this offense with Rick Carlisle to move. Rick Carlisle is great with motion offenses. Did it in Dallas with Jason Kidd, or old Jason Kidd. And he's doing it here in Indiana.
How about this, though? How lucky is Indiana 2 years in a row to get a wounded team in the second round? I mean, how lucky can you be 2 years in a row, you get a wounded Knicks
out.
team, you beat them, and now you got a wounded Cleveland team and you're beating them. How lucky? How lucky is that, Willie? Come on now.
Well, let's think about
for the record, Bishop Heflin.
They beat a wounded Milwaukee team too.
Indiana.
That's true.
Indiana hiring chefs.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's not
take
their
people
fault.
out.
But Willie, come on, you got to admit the chips have fell their way 2 years in a row.
Wait, let's not call a spade now because the Knicks had a wounded Philadelphia team.
No, not the same.
Come on, man. Stop.
We didn't, and we had a wounded Knicks team.
I didn't say nothing about the Knicks 1-1. I just said
okay.
If you're gonna call,
we didn't have Julius Randle.
But you can't no. This is but here's my logic for that, Willie, because I understand what you're getting at, but this is why it doesn't jive. Because their wounded big man went out there and played. Our wounded big could not play in the series.
Why?
Mitchell?
No, I'm talking about Julius Randle. We did not have Julius Randle in the first round last year.
Okay, so
we didn't have Julius. Embiid was on the floor.
Did you still win the series?
Hold on a second.
We absolutely won the series.
The big man that we did have.
Because if you lost the series, I could see you saying that. Then it
wait a minute. And the big man that we did have, the big man from Philly, tried to end his career.
Wait, let me ask you a question. Butler, this is a question for you. So you're gonna tell me a healthy Joel Embiid and a healthy Julius Randle cancel each other out? No, you know that. You know that don't cancel. Julius will get served. Come on.
But Willie, but again, as we like to say, let's deal in facts though. A non-healthy Joel Embiid went out there and was the second leading scorer in the playoffs. He had no help though. So Joel Embiid would have had to get 100 healthy to beat the Knicks last year because there was nobody on his team doing anything. Joel Embiid was playing.
I'm not denying that one bit. All I'm just saying is that
the Knicks win that series whether Embiid is healthy or not.
But the Knicks beat a wounded dog. So you cannot blame Indiana for getting a wounded dog. Especially
but they got a wounded dog 2 years. They got in it 2 years in a row. That's my point, Willie. Come on now. You can't gloss over that.
All they do is get seeded. They don't deter. They
have no control over that. But at the end of the day, if we do get Indiana again this year, it'll be fun.
It's going to be a tough
teams are healthy, and we will truly. I don't know if it's going 7. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I truly want to see. I'm just saying this from a stand of a basketball standpoint. I truly want to see the Knicks in the championships just to see how this team makes up and deals with adversity. Because it's dealt with enough adversity in the last couple of years. So for them to make it to a championship series and play well, nevertheless, if they win, the city will blow the top off. They'll blow the roof off this city. But I want to see how they deal with a little bit. Because this team, like I said before last year with Indiana, if Indiana is able, if they get past Cleveland, let's just be hypothetical. They get past Cleveland.
Right. Assuming they get past Cleveland. We lost you again, Will.
They can, but the Knicks can also dictate.
No one's hurt on Indy.
So I'm saying right now,
Indy's healthy.
Right. I think if they meet in the ECF, I think it's a fun 7-game series.
No, I think it's Knicks in 6.
No, I only disagree because their wings cancel out, and the Knicks wings can cancel out each other. So it's literally who can impose their will on those stretch threes.
I think it comes down to Cat and Turner.
You think Nembhard and Mathurin cancel out OG and Bridges?
Yeah. Because they're athletic. They're athletic.
Okay, let's go with that.
I can give you Mathurin. I can't get Andrew Nembhard has. I don't feel like he's that. He's way too streaky.
I'll give him that.
John Starks.
I'm not worried about streakiness. I'm just worrying about matching energy.
All right, let me go find parking.
You can match energy, but if it's going to come down to defense,
I think it's going to come down to Turner.
And what did Indiana do to Cleveland in the first 2 games? They matched
Turner and Cat.
Yes, and I give the edge to Cat.
Turner, time out, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's talk Game 3.
Yes, I agree.
No, we're just talking about Indiana. We're not even
I don't even want to.
Indiana.
I don't want to talk about Indiana because Indiana might choke and Cleveland might show up. I don't think so. But we need to focus on the blue and the orange, baby.
On Saturday.
The blue and the orange. The blue and the orange, y'all.
So that being said, Saturday at 3:30, Knicks and the Celtics, Game 3 from Madison Square Garden.
Game 3 from Madison Square Garden with a 2-0 lead from Madison Square Garden.
Oh my God, OKC up 35 right now.
And this is different than the Knicks going up 2-0 on Chicago, because when the Knicks went up 2-0, they got those 2 wins at home going back to Chicago. This is 2-0 going back to the Garden. So anybody that's trying to think about that, let's keep this in perspective. This is 2-0 going back home, not 2-0 going on the road.
Bishop Heflin feels like Cleveland's going to win 5 straight.
Nah.
Darius Garland is a big blow for them.
I agree with that, and I said that to Bishop Heflin after Game 1. I said they miss Darius Garland. I said they miss Darius Garland big time. They miss him big time.
Fellas,
I can't do it myself.
predictions for Game 3?
Knicks will win big.
Knicks.
It's another. I think
Knicks win big. Knicks win big.
I think
Knicks win by double digits.
I think we come out and we dog walk them.
Yeah, Knicks win double digits.
I think Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. For that matter, I think the team took it personally. That everybody said they wasn't even going to win one game. I think they took it personally.
I agree with you, Jay. I think that they took it personal. I think that.
Oh, Gerard, Tibbs. They left Boston tonight.
Yeah,
they went home.
I think,
and that's an hour-and-a-half flight. They're sleeping in their own beds tonight.
I think the team took it personal. How they went into this series as underdogs. They were underdogs tonight too. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they're not underdogs anymore. I'm sure the over/under has switched up. I'm sure Vegas is bugging out right now.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Vegas got to lose some money.
Nobody's seen this.
The other thing is, I think that the buzz with how we did not do well regular season against the top teams, I think that finally registered. And winning the game on Monday, matter of fact, I really honestly believe that overtime game, the last game that we played against Boston in the regular season, when we went into overtime and we could have won that game, I really believe that game woke us up a little bit. And it helped us to understand that this is not a team that has an advantage over us. I sent a graphic yesterday into the chat on those games that Boston won, what their 3-point percentages were, and how they was trash shooting from the 3. They was just chucking up threes, and they still were able to win the game because we did not guard the perimeter. I believe that somewhere in the communication of the coach and the team, the coach has said, y'all do whatever y'all gonna do on offense. Pay attention to me with this defense, and we can go far. It's looking like this team is doing what I've been screaming about. Play ball on the court. When you got the ball offensively, do what you're supposed to do in that game. And it's looking like Tibbs is a defensive genius right now. My prediction for Game 3 is we win by at least 10, 15 points.
Opening line in Vegas, Knicks are 5-point favorites currently for Saturday.
Boom.
Knicks are 5-point. And that's interesting because even Vegas realizes it's going to be something different because in a series that has been decided by a total of 4 points in the first 2 games, the Knicks are 5-point favorites at home for Game 3. So I think Vegas is expecting a big win for the Knicks as well.
That's it.
I don't know. Somebody's mic.
I think it's Willie's.
It probably is mine. Probably is.
Look, hold on, let me check something. I'm gonna check right now. 1 second.
Oh my God. OKC 82-47.
Yes, Willie.
82-47. Oh my God.
It's you, Willie. You might have to go out and come back in. Sometimes I clear it out.
82-47, guys.
It's not looking good.
Oh no, that game's over.
Yeah, they put this away before it's not even halftime.
These dudes got 82 points at the end of the
Going
first
into the half, they got 82 points, bro. Yo, that's a high octane offense.
That's not even.
That's diabolical, as we would say.
Yeah. All right, let's get Willie back in here. Let's see. No, your phone's still scratchy. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Might be time for a new iPhone, fellas.
Might be. Do you have AirPods?
No, I don't. I've never had those things.
Or headphones?
Nah. But
because that would usually clear it. That'll usually clear it up as well. Because that means there's something up with your microphone.
Listen, I got a funny for y'all. I want all y'all to hear this. So y'all remember that troll that was in the comments?
Yes.
Guess who that was, Butler?
Who?
My daughter, because she's up here from Atlanta. That's my daughter.
Tell her we fighting. Don't be doing that.
That's
in the
Anaya.
comments trolling us.
She texted me to why you block me, Dad? Because you got a ghost account. That's why.
Yo, y'all, this was a great win tonight. I love the way that they pulled it out. Again, like they did Monday night. They kept their poise.
Bro, we kept saying they're going to make a run. They're going to make a run. We kept saying it in the chat.
We kept saying that. There was no doubt in my mind. And we were down 5. I'm glad that the table or upstairs said, look at that 3-pointer, because the refs called it a 2.
Yes, and cut it to 4.
And they look. Yep, and they went and looked at it.
And upstairs looked at it. That's one. I think that's one of those crucial 2-minute rule or something like that.
Yeah. Well, what happens is what the referees will do now is, like, if they'll call it a 2 on the floor, and then they'll turn to the table and give them this signal to let them know, to let the replay center at the next dead ball, y'all got to look at it. So they're not even looking at it there, because the game has to keep going. They don't want to mess up momentum. But the next dead ball, while the game is going on, the replay center is already looking at it, because that's how they overturned OG's 3 to start the game. They called it a 3 on the floor, but they turned to the table, said, look at it, and just keep the game going.
How's that sound? It sounds better? A little bit? Nah, still scratchy.
Nah, it's still kind of, yeah.
Well, I'm out of here, fellas. I got to travel tomorrow, so pray my strength, man.
Oh, man, safe travels, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm praying for you, bro.
Praying for you, bro.
Definitely. All right, bro. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
That's Willie Green, one of our brothers, and definitely a good brother. We appreciate having Willie on to be a Knicks antagonist that we can deal with.
But
not
he's a
you
realist.
non-ball. That's what I'm saying. Not you non-balling. Never played ball. Never played it at a high level. Never played organized. Again, don't tell me you played ball and all you did was play pickup.
They didn't play pickup though, D-Lo.
No, they played 2K as Elvis say, with all the sliders.
That's it. They didn't play pickup on the street.
Which, by the way, if you follow, I follow so the 2K Sports on X, and they simulated this round already. They have the Knicks winning in 5.
Hash Brown, Jaylen Brown,
James Brown.
Downtown Brown.
Knicks in 5.
Downtown Julie Brown.
Yo, mess around, it might be Knicks in 4.
Game 3 is Saturday.
Game 3 Saturday.
Game 3 is Saturday.
New York is gonna be nuts, and I'm in New York this weekend, so I'm gonna be. Knicks win game 3.
We gotta figure out where we watching this game.
Yeah, we gotta
go to Jack Doyle's, John.
We going to Jack Doyle's? I'm ready.
Yeah, we gotta go to Jack Doyle's.
I don't know if
it's Mother's Day, so I don't have to
It's gonna be
Sunday.
loud in there.
I don't have to preach Sunday.
I'm not preaching the whole
Me
month.
neither.
I'm
Me neither.
the
So
whole
I'm not preaching Sunday
I'm
either.
good.
My mother's preaching on Sunday.
I don't address this. I'm just addressing my wife. Don't put the comment up. Oh, you're not going to hear from her. She's been ghosted all night long. You're not going to hear from her, set lady. Don't put it up. I'm addressing my wife.
We not going. Yeah.
Nope.
See what happens when you let them Laker fans on? Hilarious. No, that person's not a Laker fan. That person's not a Laker fan.
No.
They're an LBJ fan. You're an LBJ fan. No, they are on record saying that.
That
They are
Lady
an LBJ
McCann,
fan.
honey, they ain't been on all night long. Go through the timeline. They ain't been on all night long, along with the good overseer Jason Henderson. Ain't been on all night long.
The courts have a gag order on me. I can't mention names.
And you said let them in the room. They ain't been around to be let in.
Listen, sis, we welcome anybody.
But they ain't been here.
They have not taken us up on the invitation. Not tonight. She done had to, sis, we've been on for an hour and 20 minutes.
Right.
Oh no, she's setting blame now.
Now she's laughing at you, Butler. She's blaming this. No, I'm defending my brother. No, don't you dare try to antagonize him. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. This is a Knick night, and we leaving it like that.
Listen, it's all about the Knicks.
It's a Knick night.
It wasn't me.
Listen.
Right. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Yes. Mom, your mother's preaching Sunday. All right. That I know y'all gonna have a good time.
My wife is preaching Sunday, so I can go to Doyle's. I'm good for Saturday night, Saturday afternoon.
I'm good for Saturday afternoon too. My mama preaching. My mama preaching on Sunday too. So I mean, hey, we good.
I'm good for Saturday afternoon, brothers.
Yo, let's go to Jack Doyle's.
I will be in New York. I'll be in New York Friday night so I can get some sleep.
So
I jump on that railroad.
Saturday
you know
afternoon,
me, Butler.
Yeah,
we out there.
Yeah,
Let's go
to Jack Doyle's.
I guess we roll up there about 3:00.
No,
yes.
And we're ready for tip off at 3.
We probably got to get to Jack Doyle's like 2.
Yeah, to get a spot.
2:30. Okay.
Because you might want to I think I like sitting at the bar.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
And because the screens are right there, and
don't even address her. Do not.
The screens are right there. The screens are right there, and the floor gets crazy towards the end of the game.
It does. They start hitting defense up in there.
Let's go.
It'd be like you inside the garden.
Yeah,
much cheaper food.
Hey, babe, you can always come with me on Saturday. You can always come me up to Jack Doyle's.
We there on Saturday then.
You can always come up to Jack Doyle's. I'm taking the railroad up there.
We can go.
She says, you know what? I'm gonna need dinner at 4 p.m. Oh, dirty.
No.
She's trying to get you, bro. She's trying to get you.
Tip off is 3:30. I'll take you to brunch.
She's trying to get you.
No,
she's trying to Lego World you again.
I'm taking her to brunch.
She's trying to Lego World you again, bro.
No, it ain't happening. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Not Saturday.
Not Saturday.
She's trying to Lego World you again,
bro.
Sis,
her,
Mother's Day is Sunday.
I'm taking her to
Saturday is Orange and Blue Day.
That's right. Mother's Day is Sunday.
Mother's Day is Sunday. We'll deal with
all
that on Sunday.
They put the Knicks game on Mother's Day.
I'm so glad they didn't. Because I'd have been so mad had they done that to us.
You know, sometimes they've done that to us in the past.
Yes, they've done that. They've done us dirty with that. In fact, that Reggie Miller game, that was a Mother's Day game. That was sure enough a Mother's Day game. Saturday. Saturday is the game. 3:30 p.m. It's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to it. So, y'all, anybody who want to vibe with us at Jack Doyle's who's a Knicks fan in New York, hit me up on the inbox. Hit L up on the inbox. We'll welcome you. We can go make a party of it at Jack Doyle's. We will be live from Jack Doyle's after the game.
We don't drink alcohol when we at
no.
We drink.
I mean, I don't drink nothing with sugar in it anyway. So at most
Daddy
I might
sodas.
have a
Daddy
Coke
sodas
Zero.
and water and Coke Zeros. That's what we do.
Yeah, we
Ginger
Coke
ale.
Zero. Yeah,
Ginger ale's not soda. Ginger ale.
ginger ale. Yeah, ginger ale is fine.
Daddy sodas, waters, and
Wait.
Coke Zero.
Oh, this is dirty, sis. This is dirty.
That was terrible. That was terrible, sis.
that was dirty.
That was dirty. That was real dirty. That was not
dirty.
Nice. That was not nice.
And let's not forget, it was the Knick game and WrestleMania.
It sure was. We had game 1 and we had WrestleMania.
It ain't happening this time, brothers. I can promise you. I promise you. I'm going to be up at Jack Doyle's on Saturday.
Happy wife, happy life. I say happy husband, happy loving.
Ah!
Oh, there it is.
Ah!
There it is.
I already got the train schedule for Saturday. I already got the train.
You done pulled up the train schedule?
Listen, 12:45 out of Ronkonkoma, baby.
Lord, I ain't been on the New York City subway in years.
12:45 out of Ronkonkoma.
But I will be on that good train Saturday to meet y'all there. But I ain't been on the New York City subway in 6 years.
Woo!
Yeah, I ain't been to New York City subway in 6 years.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah. So I'm serious about this. I'm getting on the subway. I'm getting on that good A train.
Right up to 8th Avenue, baby.
And I will be
you jump off at 34th is like literally right around the corner.
Right around the corner. Yeah, I know where Jack Doyle's is. I know where it is.
Yeah.
So we will be at it. Listen, as always. Wait, what?
It's not on Mother's Day.
It's the game is Saturday, sis. The game is Saturday.
The game is Saturday. I will be all yours on Sunday.
They try to take both days. They try.
No, you can't have the weekend. No. And my sister's very smart. Look what she's put. Not on Mother's Days. No.
It's a day.
One day. You get the second Sunday in May belongs to y'all. The second Sunday in May.
Bro.
That's one day.
Bro, you ain't even
one day.
Bro, you ain't even gotta address it. I'm
Wait,
there.
She said Tibbs' mother?
She knows.
Hold on. I was getting ready to get out of here, but we can't go nowhere yet because he's here, y'all. David Wright is in the building.
David!
Yeah, I've been telling y'all. I told y'all, and I gotta apologize because I kind of lost it. I lost it the other night.
I did too.
And I was talking about Mother Powell real bad. I talked about her bad. And I ain't taking a word back. I'm doubling down tonight. Mother Powell, all the Powell, everybody in Connecticut, Dion Kippen, you too. All y'all been running your mouth. I try to tell y'all it's a different season.
What?
I'm doubling down on it. Everybody. Who else up there?
I ain't never seen David come out the box like this.
Everybody getting it because
he's going after New England. He's going after New England.
Everybody up there because we deal with so much as Knicks fans. They don't understand. We deal with so much. We gotta hear their mouth. Oh, we beat y'all. We swept y'all in the regular season. We went to Boston with Timberlands on and snatched your soul.
Woo! He out the gate tonight. Wait. He gotta get the screen. Go.
Bishop Brewer, too. All of y'all, everybody in Connecticut, whoever you is, you ought to bow down. I want to see everybody wearing Timberlands in Connecticut for the rest of the year. Y'all talk about it. I try to tell them, we swept y'all in the regular season. That's the regular season.
Ain't
nobody wants the regular season.
Somebody hashtag right roll right now.
This is the playoffs.
I love it.
Yeah, he's on a right roll.
Built for this. How do we win a game and Jalen Brunson don't even score 20 points?
No.
He didn't even score 20.
This is not a right roll. This is an Enoch moment.
Enoch with it now.
He called up.
Did y'all see his show? Did y'all see his post game before he came on our show the other night?
Yes, I did.
Lord,
yes, I did.
And he said, Lord, just take me now. Just take me now.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Take me now.
No, Pastor, don't let him take you.
Because heaven got to feel like this. This got to be what heaven is like. I want to just be walking and be Enoch. Just take me up now, Lord, because heaven got to be like this. I know Jesus is a Knicks fan. I know it. I know Jesus got to be a Knicks fan because we the only team in America that play in Mecca. The Mecca is a Jerusalem palace. We are the only team that Jesus is a fan of.
A Jerusalem palace?
He loves the New York Knicks. He loves us. He loves us. I love him. I love you, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, I love you.
Wait! What?
He is the greatest Knick of all time.
Now, wait a minute.
Wait, greater than Clyde?
He's not greater than Clyde yet.
He coming.
Put him up there, though. He's second.
Listen,
coming.
If that man,
I don't know. I still got Willis number 2 after Clyde.
Listen,
I still got Willis
if Jalen Brunson win a championship, they gonna retire his jersey before he retires.
I agree.
They gonna retire his jersey while he's still playing, definitely.
And they gonna put a statue outside the
guard.
guard.
They gonna put a statue outside the guard. They gonna rename the court. They gonna rename it the Jalen Brunson Court at Madison Square Garden.
This guy.
Anybody ever got a statue while they were actively playing?
Yo, Jalen Brunson won't pay for nothing ever again in New York. If they win, he won't pay for nothing ever again in New York. Nothing.
But we said it from the beginning. This is why he took the lesser money, because he knows if he wins here, he is set forever.
He's set for life.
For life.
He's set for life.
You want to know how I know Jalen Brunson made it? Like, y'all know I'm an avid TikToker, so I'm on there. And like they had the Chinese folks, since these tariffs have come out, they've taken over, so they showing how they pretty much bootleg everything. They are bootlegging Jalen Brunson jerseys by the thousands out there right now. You know you've arrived when the Chinese folks is like, oh, if you go on TikTok now, you will see nothing but Jalen Brunson jerseys.
Listen, they trying to get me to buy sneakers on WhatsApp, man. Listen, we all been, we've been all wearing fakes. How about that?
Yeah. See there. But
we all been wearing fakes.
He's the best since Melo and Ewing. He's better than Melo, and Lord knows Patrick Ewing will forever be my guy because I got to watch him. But Jalen Brunson is about to exceed Patrick Ewing.
He's about to pass them dudes, man.
He's past Melo.
Yeah,
I hate to say it because I love Melo.
I love Melo too, but Melo ain't did what this man did.
He's about to pass. He wins the championship. He's past Patrick Ewing.
Let me ask a question: is he? Because I saw this online the other day, and I'm not sure if I want to say. Granted, I really believe that Jalen is the benefactor or the beneficiary of a different culture for the Knicks.
I agree.
Right? Like,
definitely.
He's you
87 points in the
first
that's
ridiculous.
Half. Jesus
a different
Christ.
Like this front office, the management,
90 points in the first half.
They've built a team that they're not willing to trade away assets or trade away pieces to get a one-dimensional superstar or whatever. Like they have literally built a team. They've built a culture at the Garden. The front office is tough. Management is tough. James Dolan is not in the picture.
Listen, they done softened him up. He's giving away
basketballs out of his Rolls Royce.
So, I mean, let's now with that being,
giving away game balls. Like, what's happening here?
with that being said, if you give Carmelo that type of culture, Melo.
He would have been great.
Melo wins a chip.
I agree with that.
Melo was a 4-star, 5-star scorer, and it's now that his career is over and he's on his way into the Hall of Fame that many of his peers are saying it. Like, the dude was unstoppable. If you
that is true.
Very
true.
That is
true. Imagine if you give Carmelo Anthony Jalen Brunson.
Well, you saw flashes of it in Denver. He was on his way there in Denver. Honestly, I think if he doesn't leave Denver, he wins the chip. Because they were building that team around him. He just wanted to come. He wanted to come home.
And he didn't like George Karl. He didn't like George.
And
Karl.
And George Karl didn't like
wanted to come home.
George Karl,
right.
All of that is nice, but it's more because Melo was not taking no less money to build.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Melo wasn't taking a pay cut.
That's true. That's absolutely
not one bit. Jalen Brunson could have got a supermax, and he took a
here's
cut.
what I will say. I don't want to say that Jalen Brunson is the best Knick ever, but I will say he is he is on his way to becoming the most beloved. He's on his way to becoming the most beloved Knick on the planet.
Oh, he wins the championship. He absolutely will.
Right? But as far as skill set and like, don't get me wrong, the dude is nice. I don't want to get attacked tonight. The dude is nice.
No.
Nah, you ain't getting attacked, bro.
Brunson is nice.
Not by us.
Not by us.
And I did say in our chat, yo, if he figures out a way to react quicker,
and he did it
when the double team, and he sure did. He started reacting much quicker when the double team came, and when that happened, first of all, it throws teams off when he does that because they're expecting him to play hero ball. So when the double team was coming,
the team stacked up to guard Jalen Brunson.
So when the double team was coming and he automatically got
rid of the ball,
it knocked off their defenses. It literally leaves about 2 or 3 people open.
Bro, real quick, they got a stat up. Tatum in the first half, 2 points, 1 for 7. Brown in the second half, only 3 points, 1 for 1, whatever it was. They in the fourth quarter, Brown only scored 3. In the first half, Jason Tatum only scored 2.
This is why you gave OG $275 million. This is why you gave up 5 picks for Mikal Bridges.
But we broke that trade. We broke that down about those picks. Those picks were worthless to the Knicks. Everybody keeps focusing on those picks because of where the Knicks finish at. What were you going to pick with those picks if you win in 50 games in the season?
They didn't mean
nothing.
Right? Who are you going to pick with those picks? You're not going to get a high draft pick.
Yeah. We were built to beat Celtics,
and now we have to go out there and continue. Davey, give us your prediction for Game 4. Game 3 on Saturday.
Knicks by 30.
Oh God! Oh my God!
I'm not playing with David because that was
right.
actually happening.
Right. I'm telling you, the Garden gonna be crazy. Madison Square Garden gonna
absolutely nuts.
So lit. 3:30 in the afternoon.
It's gonna feel like the 90s up in there on Saturday.
It really is.
It's gonna feel like the 90s.
It feels like the 90s now.
But I just feel like every legend is going to be Celebrity Rose is gonna be filled with legends. And when Boston walks in there and they see Ewing and Sprewell and Starks and Houston,
it's something shaky about them, man. Tatum looks shook. These boys look like they scared.
Tatum's wrist.
And when they come to the Garden,
Dave, look tonight. We were saying this before you came on.
Yeah.
Going into the fourth quarter, the Celtics were up by 12, but you can hear a pin drop in there. You would have thought that the Knicks had already taken the lead.
They were scared.
They were scared. I said it.
And when it comes to the Garden, woo!
Yeah.
Yo, that Garden floor.
We're gonna win.
The building's gonna shake Saturday. The building's
I'm going up to the city Saturday. I am there.
We're going to Jack Doyle.
I'm going. I'm there.
Davey, what you doing Saturday?
Day, I don't have to preach on Sunday. I am going to enjoy this weekend.
What you doing Saturday, Dave? We going to Jack Doyle's to enjoy this game and some fellowship.
Dave, a busy man.
Right. That's why we got to ask.
Dave a busy man.
You're going up there? I'll go up there. I'll go up there. Where you going? Saturday?
Saturday, the game's
I'll
at
be
4.
there.
The game's at 3:30.
The game's at 3:30. We going up to Jack Doyle's. Mozzarella sticks and chicken fingers.
I'm there. I am there.
We might as well do our show from there then.
Listen, we got to go.
Yeah, we going.
You know how we do in the celebration. We go live from the celebration. We be in the middle of the crowd.
We gonna make it happen. I just gotta figure out
how
to get a noise reduction on there because it's gonna be crazy in our background. So
no noise
people
reduction.
may not be able to hear.
There's
us.
no noise reduction. The show is 15 minutes long.
Right, because we got to get back to the celebration.
Especially if we went. Well, no, but that's just it. I want us to do a celebration where we talk to some of the people out there too.
Yo, that's what we was doing. We was going up to people. That's what we was doing last year.
Y'all remember when I was out there? I was talking to Knicks fans while we was on our show.
They was cussing and everything.
Yeah, we gotta
Knicks win by 8.
We gotta do a disclaimer. This is a Christian. This is a Christian school.
Yeah, because these people gonna be wild. Listen,
Boston, they're gonna be like,
yeah, they're gonna be going. Yeah, they're gonna be wild. Somebody find out if Bootsy working Saturday.
I'm gonna hit him up tonight.
Bootsy. We need him on the organ Saturday.
I'm gonna call him.
Tell him to volunteer to work Saturday if he's not.
Right.
we need him on the organ. We need that oil on the organ on Saturday.
What do you mean? I cannot believe
this is the. Jamel Clark says Manhattan might not be here Saturday. These fans going crazy. Oh, you still out there right now?
A couple of people said Manhattan. They've been leaving Manhattan. Bishop Woodall said it's crazy up there.
Mel, are you working?
Mel
right
was
now?
out there working tonight. He's working. All the cops is getting overtime money tonight.
It's overtime tonight. Listen, it's gonna be overtime all weekend long. The Knicks win. And Lord, if that they, I mean, again, we're not getting too far ahead of ourselves, but
I am.
NBA Finals. Somehow they win this championship.
Yo, they said Boston fans are trying to fight Knicks fans out there in Boston.
Of course they are.
They said they out there trying to fight.
Nighty night.
I wish I was up there because I'm telling you right now what it would be like.
No,
I swear I wish I was there.
I'm telling you, Dave, I wish I was there.
I wish I was there.
I wish I was there. I wish I was there.
Wait, Jamel said they're still calling cops to the city? Wow.
Bro, they have to.
It's a party out there, right?
Bro, if they don't, there's not gonna be a city to play in on Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
They partying after winning 2 games in Boston. They gotta win 4 out of 5 to beat us now.
So wait.
And you know what?
And that ain't happening.
Let me go on a quick rant real quick though about that though. For all of you people, because I know there are some haters that are watching in the hallway. You don't want to comment because you don't want us to see you. And y'all gonna start saying stuff, oh, look how Knicks fans act or what have you. You are the reason why Knicks fans act like this. Because you unnecessarily troll a team that's not bothering you.
Right.
Y'all talk about how our organization is trash. You talk about how our fans are front runners, Stan Van Gundy. You talk about how your teams are so much better. First it was the Pistons. Oh, them young Thundercats, as Udonis Haslem would say. Oh, Cade Cunningham is the best player in the series. When Jalen freaking Brunson's on the other side.
Averaging 30.
Averaged 40 points in the playoffs last year. But you call Cade Cunningham the best player in the series?
And averaging 30 this year.
So yes, you get to live with this. You get to live with Knicks fans acting like this. Why? Because you brought it on yourself. Shut your mouths now.
Oh, they mouth is shut. You ain't seen it.
Shut up. Went to Boston. Oh, the Boston owned the Knicks this year. Beat them by an average of 16 points. You're absolutely right. We talked about our team, but when it counts, when the money is on the line, it's 2-0 New York. Read the bottom of the screen.
Closer. And Bridges, yes.
And not for nothing, yes, Jalen had 29 in game 1 in a great fourth quarter, but he still has not had a signature Jalen Brunson game in the series yet.
He has not, and that's the scary part right there. That's the scary part.
They made that run with Jalen on the bench.
Karl Anthony Towns had 21 to 17 tonight and hasn't had a Karl Anthony Towns signature game yet.
But, bro, when they were making that run, Jalen was on the bench getting rest.
On the bench resting so he could come back and close.
That's the thing. JB wasn't even out there. Tibbs was giving him rest.
Sam Jennings said if the Knicks win Saturday, Mother's Day is canceled.
Doubt that.
Oh, listen.
Don't you say that to my wife. Nope, you trying to get us killed.
Don't you say that to my wife.
Y'all be fine because we gonna go up there. We'll be covered by the blood. We be all right. But listen, it's gonna be fine for us. We Knicks fans.
Listen, we gonna have on orange and blue. They ain't gonna mess with us.
It's gonna be us. We gonna be in jerseys and t-shirts and hats. Wait, let me see.
First of
real
all,
quick.
there ain't gonna be no Boston fans at the Garden.
Nowhere near it.
Did you see what they did to that Boston fan?
Yes. They punched dude in the mouth, laid him out.
What you mean?
Yo, there was this dude at the watch party. It was this dude at the watch party in Celtic in a Celtic sweatshirt.
The cops had to come and escort.
F that one. He was talking about F this one, F that one. This brother just got sick of it in the Knicks jersey and a Jalen Brunson jersey and just duffed him. Didn't say a word, just hit him. Just knocked him clean out.
On the sidewalk.
Oh, we can't be.
Laid him out.
We can't be like that, y'all. Let's come on, Knicks fans.
No, we can't be like that. But again, you would come to a Knicks watch party and do that? Are you stupid?
Can't do that at a watch party, bro.
Let's do better, Knicks fans.
A watch party out? No, but you came to a watch party outside of Madison Square Garden and tried to troll the Knicks.
There's two videos. There's the one where the guy got knocked out on the sidewalk, and then there's the one where the cops came and the dude fell down the stairs and everybody was laughing.
Yeah, I saw that one too, where they had to escort him at the cop. Yeah, because he was gonna get knocked out.
The cops had to come and escort him like, yo, you better come with us. And he fell down the stairs and everybody started laughing at him.
Yep, I saw that too.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough up there Saturday.
I got a bad knee. I'm getting an Uber home.
It's gonna be rough Saturday.
It's supposed to rain on Saturday.
I don't think that's gonna matter.
It's not gonna matter.
It's not gonna matter.
They're gonna be out there. Oh,
my bro Muhammad, what up, bro? Yo, yeah, we out there. If you want to meet us at Jack Doors, please do, bro.
We going.
That's my man Muhammad. Yo, come hang out. We'll be at Jack Doors around the corner from the Garden Saturday afternoon for the 3:30 tip.
You realize that if we win Game 3 on Saturday.
Series is over. Series is over.
But y'all see, because Indiana's up 2-0.
Yep.
So we ain't gonna have to worry about Cleveland either.
I mean, I wasn't worried about Cleveland really. Game 3,
anyway,
we
gonna focus on Game
3. Focus on Game 3. We've been doing good, taking it one game at a time. Let the Boston fans keep making their forecast predictions.
Yeah.
Now they gotta change their prediction again.
Yeah.
It is now so quiet.
They said we wasn't gonna win another game. They said we wasn't gonna win another game.
Davey, they said we wasn't gonna win a game.
They said 4-0.
Yeah.
Then when we won
Muhammad, yes,
they was like,
link,
it's only one game. It's only one game. So now it's only 2 games. Now it's only 2 games.
It's only 2 games now.
Right. Now it's only 2 games.
Listen, you gotta win. Before you even go there, before you said you gotta win 4 to reach the series, you're absolutely right. We're halfway there. Y'all haven't gotten one yet.
And we 6-0 on the.
Thank you.
6-0 on the road, Dave. 6-0 on the road.
We gotta protect home court.
No Knicks team has ever done this.
We gotta protect home court.
Gotta protect home court. Gotta go back home to the.
I'm satisfied with 1. I would prefer Game 3.
No, Bishop Heflin, I wasn't saying it like, Cleveland's not good. I'm just saying I wasn't worried about Cleveland. We need to get by Boston. That's all I've been focused on.
Listen, we focus on Boston. We don't care about Cleveland right now.
I ain't think about Cleveland right now. I will think about Cleveland I will think about that other series once we're finished with Boston.
That's it.
Home court.
Then I will think about the next series. Right now, Cleveland, Indiana, furthest thing from my mind.
We currently have home court advantage in this series. We currently have home court advantage in this series.
Yeah, we got it.
We just got to win one game at home, y'all.
Now we have a stranglehold on home court advantage.
Yeah, and right now it is what? Right now we have the option of looking at this series as a best of 3.
Not even. It's a best of 5 where we only have to win 2 games.
It could be the hair.
Best of 3.
I'm with Butler. We ain't trying to look at it as 5 more.
Best of 3, bro.
I'm like him. Yes. Get best 2 out of the next 3.
Yeah.
Just get the next 2. Let's end this.
Well, let's get the next one. Let's get game 3.
Get the next one.
Get game 3.
The key to the game to game 3 is to really feed off of that crowd. Don't let that, because a lot of people don't realize it. Even the opponent comes in and they get attacked by the lights of Madison Square Garden, but sometimes our players as well get attacked.
Feel the pressure of the
the pressure of the moment. That New York stage is big, and sometimes our players don't perform well on that stage.
Let's not forget last series they could have closed out the Pistons in game 5 and then we didn't.
Yeah.
So let's keep that in mind. That's why you're totally right about that, because we had the opportunity to end that series in 5 games. We ended up having to take an extra game to do it, but we should have ended that series in 5.
Should have ended that. So
you're right.
So we have to go in there with a protect our home floor mentality. That you're not winning game 3 on our floor. That's what it has to be.
That has to be the mindset.
That's got to be the mindset. We will not win game 3, because even though we could still win game 4 if you win game 3, I want you going into game 4 thinking it's impossible.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want you going into game 4 concentrating on the next 4 games. Like the next 4 games has to become your pressure, not ours. And the only way that we do that is if we take game 3. We take game 3, Boston has to look ahead to the next 4 games. They can talk that we taking it 1 game at a time all they want. They would have to look ahead to the next 4 games.
They're already thinking that, I'm sure.
And they're already thinking it. So the thing is that we got to protect our court, feed off of that crowd, come out in that game ready to go.
And guys, this is a referendum on Jason Tatum, guys.
Oh yeah.
This is he been hearing it for years. Even after that championship, it was like, do we still trust Jason Tatum? Now the table is set for that dude.
Well, Jason Tatum's not the reason they won last year.
I know this, but they still. That's why I'm saying they were saying that. That's what they were saying. You're not the reason why we won. Now, with Jaylen Brown hurt, with Porzingis not being Porzingis, the stage is set. You got to lead us. Can he do it?
No, he's not built for this ish, to quote Mikal Bridges.
Nah, he's not. He's not.
He can't do it with Bridges on his behind like that. Bridges and OG, they jumped him.
What I gotta, Dave, you're gonna love this. I gotta give a shout to Tibbs. You'll see Bridges on him for 2 straight possessions, and he defends him one way, and then you'll see OG on him for the next 2 possessions. So he just kept throwing them at him like Swiss Army knives. So he never got the same look twice on defense. That's brilliant. He never got the same look twice on defense, and even at times he threw Josh Hart on him.
Bro, I'm gonna tell y'all this. It just
Tibbs has defensively coached his butt off in this series.
It just came to me, and I know y'all may not agree, but this just came to me. What if the Knicks purposely didn't try to show what their defensive scheme was going to be during the season, and decided when they got in the playoffs, this is how we not worried about the regular season. We not worried about what they doing. We gonna show them something different.
Honestly, that's the only thing that
That's
makes sense.
exactly what they did.
That's the only thing that makes sense. And honestly, J-Mac, that has crossed my mind as well. Because this defense that we're seeing against Boston, we did not see in 4 regular season games.
We didn't see it one time.
We didn't see this.
Even that game in the Garden, Butler.
Right, yeah, we didn't see it. They were still playing that drop coverage. Yep. We didn't see this. This defensive game, and not for nothing. Listen, the Knicks have not shot well yet.
No.
But this defense has been daggone near flawless.
JB didn't score.
Boston averaged 111 points per game. 112 points per game in the regular season. They scored 105 in overtime in game 1, and they got held to 90 points tonight. The 4th highest octane offense in the league. Offensive rating was 4th in the league.
And JB only scored 16 points. He didn't even score 20 points tonight. Think about this. Our clutch player, our go-to guy.
And he don't have 2 bad games.
And he scored only 16 points and they won.
That's big.
I mean, and you know, Boston fans were saying, hey, game 1 was a bad shooting night. Okay, now it's 2 games in a row. Is it bad shooting or did this defense get you?
It's great defense.
It's the
this defense got them. They are in the Celtics' heads now.
They closing out on the perimeter
It's like
we have not
it's
seen
Drew Holiday beat us.
We have not seen them.
Pritchard beat us.
We have not seen this Knicks team close out on the perimeter like this
all season.
They're flying around on defense. They're in the passing lanes.
They have intentionally
like those passes to the corner that used to end in corner threes. They're swarming and doubling those guys and getting steals.
That drop zone is history.
Yeah,
that drop zone, fellas. The drop zone is history. It's history.
Yeah.
The drop zone defense.
Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
Listen, Davey, I must relent. You called it. He has been an anchor.
You said it, Dave. Yes, you did.
You absolutely called it. He has been a difference maker. I give credit where credit is due. We were wrong.
And we were.
And you look at all the people that have been pushed out of New York since Tibbs been there. The longest tenured Knicks that Tibbs will not let go is Mitchell Robinson.
But Tibbs said it in his postgame tonight.
This team about Mitch.
He said in his postgame tonight. They asked him about
Can't
it.
say nothing.
Listen, they said he said because they were like, "Yo, how did you know when Mitch that Mitch would be able to handle defending guys on the perimeter?" He said 5 years ago. When he got here, he saw what Mitch was going to become defensively.
He said it.
Absolutely.
And he salivated at the idea of having a guy like Mitch who can defend guards, wings, and centers. Mitch can. You can't put Mitch in a pick and roll and think you're getting you're not getting a mismatch because Mitch can guard whoever's out there.
How about the last play of the game? Tatum tried to go back to that split in the defense, and they forced and then he forced them baseline.
And
he did
Mitch
not
was
let him go down the middle like he did that last play.
Mitch was waiting for
He said, "You ain't gonna get me twice. You ain't gonna get me twice."
Who swatted that shot away? Mitch has great defensive instincts.
Man,
I want him to get some better offensive instincts, but he has.
He had that nice layup down low.
He did. That was and that and one he should have had, but then he
shot an air ball at the free throw line. But listen.
and when he came back this season, he was actually hitting.
He was making his free throws. It was like, what happened?
Shaq. He went and had dinner with Shaq.
He need to go have dinner with Patrick then, because Patrick was a career 74% free throw shooter.
Because my man Mitch shot a free throw today. It looked like his arm was rubber.
if Mitch can just become like he doesn't have to become an 80% free throw shooter. If Mitch can get to 65%, the hacker Mitch goes away.
But that's a lot to ask, though.
That's a lot to ask
It
when
is.
you shoot it. That's a lot to ask.
I'll take 50% from the line.
When you
I'll
shoot
take
it,
50.
when you shooting a free throw and it looked like you shot it with your elbow, like you didn't even have.
Yo, it's like a knuckleball. Like a knuckleball.
Yo, he shot that joint, and it looked like it never let. Matter of fact, he shot an air ball that looked like a pass.
It did. That looked like that was a pass. Like it's a free throw. There's nobody throwing.
I was sitting there like, yo, and the way he walked off the line, yo, he felt so bad, yo.
He felt bad.
Yo, you could tell he was like, yo, I gotta hit these free. Like he felt bad.
But I need Mitch to get out of his own head. Get up. I need JB to go whisper him, look, play loose, bro. We got your back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just go up there and do what you need to do. Knock these down.
Man,
And
we got a healthy Knick team, bro. We got a
2-0.
healthy Knicks team.
We are 2-0 over Boston.
On the defending champs.
The defending champs, the offensive juggernaut that came out in the first game of the season and ran us off of our floor the next game, because that first game was when they got their rings, right? So that was in
Yes.
Yep. That was in Boston.
Yeah.
Came to our floor and ran us off our floor, beat us all 4 games of the year. Barely got out of that 4th game with us, had to go into overtime. And that game was the game that woke up this Knick team and said, we could beat this team. We're not worried about them. That was the game. That was the game. When we went into
that
overtime,
about sums it up.
When we went into overtime, that game let our team know this team is beatable and we'll see them in the playoffs. And we needed that. We needed that Detroit season to bring a level of physical confidence to our team. And like Melo was saying on his show, oh, y'all talking about the league is soft now? Y'all talking about this? The memo is out. And the refs are swallowing their whistles. The refs are swallowing the whistles. You're not seeing crazy calls called. Although I did not like that charge call on that OG dunk. That should have
been an Air One. That was sick.
That right there, that's a poster dunk that was very reminiscent of the 90s. You dared to get in that middle like that. He climbed up your chest.
I think the league has to explore that rule as far as, because for me, it was a charge. It could have. I understand why they called it a charge, although I think it was a defensive foul. And here's why I think it was a defensive foul. OG had already gathered and started up his upward motion toward the hoop. He was in his second step. Now, was the player stationary? He absolutely was. Was he outside the restricted area? He absolutely was. But if a player is about to be airborne, you can't give that to the defender because there's nowhere for that player to go. His momentum, like for me, an offensive foul means you have time to stop your momentum and go a different direction to prevent you from running over that player.
So
OG was airborne.
He was airborne. The call happened. I don't think they make the call if OG doesn't bend his leg.
But he was jumping.
No, but you're not. You're still not supposed to. You're still not supposed to knee him in his chest, right? This is coming.
Listen,
no.
You put your body there. You get run over. You get run over.
This is coming from a dunker. As a dunker, you are not.
You're supposed to. I know you're supposed to straighten your leg out. You're supposed to go up there straight
because it's the same as the elbow.
But at the same time, he has to put his knee out because again, where the restricted area is, and when he took off, he's got to protect himself. So he's got to go through that player in order not to hurt himself on that dunk attempt. Otherwise, he's going to dunk it and go straight down.
Tom Chambers put his knees in Mark Jackson's chest. I still remember that dunk. Tom Chambers put his knees all in Mark Jackson's chest.
That was diabolical. That was crazy. That's still one of the top dunks in the NBA history, that dunk right there.
I agree, Bishop Heflin. There's a lot to explore. The officiating has been terrible.
But in this series, it's been good so far.
No, I'm talking about the league as a whole.
Yeah.
The league as a whole. The officiating's been terrible.
And I don't like women referees neither.
Well, yeah, I've been saying that, and I know I get some backlash for it. But listen, I don't feel like women have any place officiating a men's game.
I'm afraid,
Let them go.
and
Let
that's
them go
the only
officiate in the
thing I'm
W.
worried about in Game 3 is the refs. That's my only concern for Game 3 is the referee.
Yeah, because the memos go. They've been like, no, we can't let this game go. That's why we got to come out and be up by 30, because the league will call and be like, this game, we got to make this a series.
We got a Jason Hendrickson sighting.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Are y'all praying for me?
Nope.
Sure, we're surely not.
Overseer Hendrickson, you know we love you, but
I
will resume praying for you after this series is over.
Why don't you come on the broadcast?
No, we get ready to get off. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
We get ready to get off. But he should have been around 2 hours ago. But no, I love you, and I will resume praying for you once this series is over.
Yeah.
just don't make no more videos in church and mixing them together, and just don't do that no more. Just don't mix church and sports in your inspirational morning videos, and just don't do that.
Stay inspirational with the word.
Right. Just leave sports out of it. That's all we tell you. Because you now too old since you've been doing that.
He said he going undercover Monday. Don't you go? No, if you go in the Garden on Monday down 3-0, I wouldn't advise going in that building. I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't advise it. If y'all down 3-0 on Monday,
yeah, you better wear some of that all things orange and blue up in there. That's what you better do.
That's what he gonna wear. You know, I think Ella's right. He gonna be like, "Yay, Knicks!"
He's gonna be a Knicks fan. He's gonna be a Knicks fan. If we go,
it's gonna become. I knew we could do it.
Yep.
See, this is what the Knicks needed. They needed me to root against them.
No. Terrible.
Fellas, let's enjoy the ride. That's all I say.
Yo,
listen, I'm enjoying this playoff
run. Let's enjoy it.
Of all of Tibbs' years, I'm enjoying this playoff run.
Knicks walking into game 2.
Mike Tyson, I love it.
Did you see? Y'all see Jason's post up here?
He said, "I'll be at the game. We're gonna work some hoodoo on y'all mothers." That hoodoo don't work in the Garden. That's why we're gonna have Bootsy on the organ.
We got Bootsy on the organ. That ain't working up there.
Cancel out that nonsense that you're trying to put in the Garden. Bootsy gonna be in the organ, and he gonna play away that evil spirit like David.
Jason got a song on my new record called "It Won't Work," and it won't work.
You let Jason sing lead?
They're gonna bring some sage up in the Garden. They're gonna bring some sage up in there.
You can try.
Burn some sage.
They can try. They can
but I feel the spirit of Bishop F.D. Washington. We used to have our convocations at Madison Square Garden.
At the Garden.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
To have our Kojic convocation. I feel the resurrection of Bishop F.D. Washington. And Leo Stallworth. Bishop Ithel Clement.
Oh Lord, Leo Stallworth. You went Stallworth? Okay.
Fellas,
we going healing from heaven?
I will see
Pastor Stallworth.
I will see you guys on Saturday.
Yes.
I'll be there.
Again.
You're not gonna make it out alive, brother, if you wear green up in there.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You better.
We were just talking about that.
Send him the video. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Because Cats is getting knocked out with one punch.
They tapping them on the jaw up there, bro.
They chin checking Cats out there. Don't do it.
They tapping them on the jaw.
Yeah, green is.
Don't do it.
You wear green. It's like wearing blue.
Like wearing blue if around a bunch of bloods.
Around a bunch of bloods, right?
Oh, he said he saw it.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, you better go in there with all things orange and blue. I suggest.
Listen,
please,
overseer, wear some plaid. wear some plaid. Don't even go in there. No color.
Wear white.
But listen,
you do better wearing Laker colors up in there on Monday than wearing Celtic colors.
You're wearing Celtic colors, right? We'll tolerate the Lakers, but Celtics, no. But thank you, everybody. I'm not even going to try to go through all the names because there was so many of y'all on here tonight. Thank you. Continue to like, share, tag, and comment. Y'all got to come back here Saturday after the game, win or lose. We're really hoping for a win. And, yeah, we'll be live from Jack Doyle's, taking it in and talking to some of the Knicks fans out there. Now, y'all forgive us in advance because Knicks fans are crazy. So if you hear some things that you wouldn't normally hear from us on this broadcast Saturday, it wasn't us. Just know it wasn't us. All right? We're still the Church Guy Sports Show. Again, shout out to J Mac. Shout out to Willie. Shout out to Bishop L. Shout out to the #1 Tibbs advocate, Superintendent David Wright.
Oh, hallelujah.
Superintendent John David Wright.
I thought I was on preaching vacation for the entire month of May, and I just remembered that flyer. I got to go preach for him this month.
For Pastor Wright? For the superintendent?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're not on vacation. Sorry. You got
Right. I'm at the superintendent's church, too.
But it's all right. It's going to be a celebration. It's going to be a celebration. That's all right.
I got to wear orange. I got to find a way to wear orange and blue that Sunday.
Oh, hallelujah. That's the colors.
I just,
Jason,
I don't like going to TV
no
church during the playoffs because whenever
you see this stuff Overseer Hendrickson is putting up here?
We lose.
He said, y'all been doing a lot of cussing on here. We need to discuss. We ain't been cussing.
Ain't nobody said no cuss.
Ain't nobody cuss.
He said, you see, that's why y'all there on 0-2.
Ain't nobody cuss.
That's why they down.
But
that's why they down 0-2.
We're at Jack Doyle Saturday. Inbox me or L or J Mac if you want to join us.
Yes.
We would love, especially on my TikTok. No, see, on my TikTok, I didn't do no cussing. I did a reel doing a side by side doing a scene from a movie with a scene partner. Now the character had a cuss word in it, but I didn't say nothing because it's not even my voice. So yes, it had a cuss word in it, but it wasn't me.
No need to explain yourself.
We are a PG show.
No need to explain.
We are a rated G show. We don't be saying nothing crazy on here.
I got the tape. Davey Wright sent it to me. Oh, Lord.
Listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Saturday, Knicks up 2-0. It's orange and blue skies over Boston.
The Saints is making flyers with orange and blue now.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. The orange and blue is going everywhere. Look at that. The orange and blue is everywhere. We love y'all. See y'all Saturday. Have a great night, everybody.
Empire State Building is lit up in orange and blue tonight.
Orange and blue. We out.
Yo, this is the state of emergency. Check. I need all my Knicks fans right now to grab your jerseys, your popcorn, your sodas, whatever you gotta do to get ready for this game. I don't care if you're a cheerleader, an athlete, a couch potato. We're here to restore the field. Matter of fact, how do you say it from New York? What I say from New York? Hey, yo, let's go now.
Hey, yo, I bring that New York energy. Talking 42nd Street. Alley hoop finger roll. Ain't nobody checking me. Crossover through the legs. Step back, hit a 3. Still up in the hood, but got big baller tendencies. She just trying to get flued out to John Kennedy. Just to see the Knicks play. Make a couple memories. New York, if you ain't from here, don't pretend to be. And if you ain't rocking with the Knicks, you an enemy. Yeah, look at us. Whole city is wild. This is New York. Why y'all ever counted us out? Any game we attend, yeah, we taking it now. Fast break on the court, all up and down. Lead a garden in the pigsty. Yeah, we get it on this side. Bacon, egg, and cheese or the lobster mac with the ribeye. Either way, we winning the overtime if we get tired. Get it with the team, yeah, that's just something we live by. Hey, yo, first quarter in, we gon' turn it up. Gotta warm up first, then we taking it dub. By the third quarter in, no, they ain't catching up. Gotta stay in the lead before that shot clock buzz. If the Knicks get a win, we gon' do it again. Make the finals once before, we gon' do it again. Bounce back in the fourth, we gon' do it again. It's been a while since the chip, but we gon' do it again. Yeah.
Yo, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up. Yo, put your hands up. If you from New York, put your hands up. Yo, look, put your hands up. If you rockin' with the Knicks, put your hands up.